Live from Maine East High School in Park Ridge, Illinois, WMTH-TV is proud to present Varsity Girls Basketball. Tonight, the Maine East Blue Demons take on the Cougars of Vernon Hills High School. Hello, everyone, and along with producer Mark Lazo and camera operators Dalal Esadigui and Aiden Rickman, I'm Phil Ash. It's homecoming week here at Maine East High School, and we're in for an important CSL matchup for the girls volleyball team. The Lady Blue Demons are getting set to take on their interconference rival, the Cougars of Vernon Hills. The Blue Demons, according to Max Preps, come into tonight with a record of 8-6 and hope to improve on their overall conference record of 1-2. So we will get to the particulars here in just a minute. The starting lineups are announced. It's been a busy but fun homecoming week here at Maine East High School. A lot of events are happening today around the school. Volleyball about to get set for serving here in just a minute, but then of course out at the stadium we have the junior and senior flag football game, and then tonight we'll have Light the Night Rally, a fireworks show. So a lot of things to bring with you tonight for Maine East High School. So according to Max Preps, Blue Demons come in tonight with an 8-6 overall record. They're 1-2 in the conference, good enough for 8th place in the Central Suburban Division. They're 2-3 at home and 3-2 on the road. On neutral sites, they are 3-1, and they have a one-game losing streak here as they get set to begin the game versus Vernon Hills High School. Blue Demon Volleyball is coming your way next here on WMTH-TV. We're just moments away here as Vernon Hills gets set to put the ball in play. And we're underway. Nice set there by the Blue Demons. Vernon Hills coming back. Nice dig. They get to set their offense and get it over. The action is high early, and that's going to be a point to the Blue Demons. Demon side. And it's a one-point game for Maine East here in the early going. Maine East gets to serve here for the first time. Excellent ball placement there to even up the match. Excellent block there by the Cougars. And Maine East finds themselves in an early deficit. Sets up the offense. Good blocking up front there by Vernon Hills early. That's evident. And that's going to go out. So, again, 3 unanswered points here for the Cougars in the early going. Okay, a violation there. And again, another point for the Cougars. So the Cougars seem to have some length up front on the front lines, and the offensive players, the setters and the spikers, having a hard time getting over the reach. There we go, side out, and it's a point to the Blue Demons. And it's a 4-2 game. Point Maine East. Nice shots in the early going there. Really nice job. Good serve here in the early going there by the Blue Demons. And again, a point there for Maine East, and we're tied at 4 apiece. Now Maine East starting to adjust to that height difference up front, able to get those balls over the net and get them away from potential blocks. Nice attempt at the dig there, but it's going to be the side out and the point for Vernon Hills. That time we get an ace. First ace of the game goes to Vernon Hills. It's a little bit of disorganization there for the Maine East Blue Demons. That time it's going to net out, and it's a side out to Maine East. Another ace. This time the favor is returned as Maine East gets their first ace of the match, bringing the score to 6-all. Good block attempt there by Maine East, but it is a side out and a point to the Cougars. Close match so far. And that's going to net out. And just like that, side out, point to Maine East. Neither team able to separate so far. Excellent block by the Blue Demons, shutting the door. And they take a 1-point lead. Net violation. They're going to be a side out to the Cougars. And again, we're even back up. Only a point separated these teams. Seemingly all matched so far. Excellent dig there by the Vernon Hills. And it's going to side out. Double hit. (9-8). Excellent defense there by Maine East, able to get it back over. The Cougars reset, digged out of there. Back the other way. Great dig there by the Blue Demons. Maine East, good volleyball there, but Vernon Hills finally able to get the point, bringing the score to 9-all, and a side out. Excellent block there. Nice volleyball. Almost got it, but it's going to be a violation there. And again, a 1-point lead to the Cougars. It's been sort of a one-sided affair here so far. Nice gentle spike over there. They set up their offense. Couldn't get it to go. So trying some finesse there are the Blue Demons. They couldn't get it over early with power. Again, there's a height difference on the front line, and something that they're going to battle with. Although now, a little bit of a score adjustment, and actually it's a side out and a point to the Blue Demons after a referee conference. Excellent ball placement there on the spike by Vernon Hills. Side out to them. And it's an 11-10 ball game. But again, only a point's been able to separate these two. And we'll see how it goes. Vernon Hills on the serve. Miss hit there on the return. And it remains Cougars possession. Tough spike there. Hits the net, just rolls over, and when that happens, it's very difficult to get a return. It messes up your whole defensive plan. Excellent set spike or service there. Blue Demons trying to get the side out. Good block there by Vernon Hills, and it was netted up, all tied score and point, and now just like that, it's a 14-10 Vernon Hills lead here in the first set, and Maine East wants to talk it over. We hope you'll join WMTH-TV later on in the week on Friday at 7:30. We'll be pleased to bring you the homecoming football game. It'll be the same two teams. It'll be Vernon Hills Cougars and their football team versus the Maine East Blue Demons. That'll all be coming live to you from Maine Memorial Stadium on Friday, September the 22nd. Kickoff is at 7:30. And just prior to that, I don't believe we're going to cover this game, but just prior to that, of course, is the varsity boys soccer match happening back-to-back, so it's a little bit of a later start for Friday night kickoff. They also have the Maine East Blue Demon Regiment and a lot of other festivities, all because of homecoming week. It is lights, camera, action this week, and it's been a lot of things going on. The hallways have looked amazing, and the students have been fired up here at Maine East High School. Coming out of the timeout, still here in the first set, but finally Vernon Hills able to pull away a little bit, get a little bit of breathing room and they currently lead by a score of 14-10. We'll see how Maine East responds as Vernon Hills maintains possession of the volleyball and continues service. And Maine East able to set up. Nice lob over. Maine East return. Good dig there by the Blue Demons. Not able to get it to go. And it remains point to Vernon Hills. It's been quite the run the Cougars have been on. And 6 straight points for them, pulling away. See if Maine East can respond. Nice return by the service. Finally get the side out and the point. Ball coming back to the Demon side. Out of bounds. Now it's a 3-point Vernon Hills lead. Still anybody's game. Good block there by Maine East. Able to regroup and set their offense, get it over. And it's going to be out of bounds. Side out and possession to Vernon Hills. And just like that, it comes back the other way. Back-to-back out-of-bounds plays for each team. And it remains a 3-point Vernon Hills lead with the side out going to Maine East. Vernon Hills sets up, gets it over. Good dig there. You have to battle that one back and over. Nice sequence there for Vernon Hills. Nice power spike to put that away there with the kill. Side out to Vernon Hills. Able to dig that out from by the net. Good series of digs there by Maine East. Nice job with the putback. Side out to the Demons and the point. Score now 17-14, Cougars over the Demons as we approach the latter stages of the first set. Side out to the Cougars. Nets the spike attempt on the kill. And now it is a 5-point Vernon Hills lead here. And that's going to be out of bounds. The lead expands now 20-14. Another timeout there by Maine East as they want to talk it over. So we'll see how Maine East responds here as we're getting to the latter stages of the first set, unless, of course, Maine East can make a comeback. It remains Vernon Hills' side. And they're going to net it and return it back to Maine East just like that. So now the Demons get a chance to respond. Out of bounds. Point to Maine East. And that serve's going to net out, keeping the score at 5 points. Keeping the lead at 5 points for Vernon Hills. Side out to Maine East. Bad return on the service. And just like that, it's only a 3-point lead for Vernon Hills. Tight action here at the field house at Maine East High School. And another timeout. This time Vernon Hills wanting to talk things over as their lead has shrunk. It was as large as 6. And now it's a score of 21-18 to Vernon Hills. It's the first time we've had an opportunity to film in the brand new and broadcast in the brand new field house. It was renovated over the summer. Includes a wonderful new court for both volleyball and basketball. It's got the nice tri-color floor with the Blue Demon logo in the center, and then your darker arches for basketball season. That's going to be fun to sort of bring to you when we flip the calendar over to the winter sports season. But we're not there yet. We still got some volleyball to get through here first as the players retake the court. The score, 21-18, Vernon Hills over Maine East, but Maine East coming back. Nice job on the dig to get that over. The block tightens the score even more. 21-19, Vernon Hills. Been quite the run here by the Blue Demons. Trying to crawl back. Just 21-20, Demons within a point. Side out to Vernon Hills. Ball got a little bit too far into the net. Maine East unable to dig it out, and it's side out for the Cougars. Nice dig there by Maine East. (23-20). We play to 25 unless it's within a point. See if Maine East can close this down and keep it going. Point Vernon Hills, and this is going to be match point. We'll see if they can take care of business or if Maine East can come back and make things interesting here in the closing sets of the first set. And that's going to do it for the first set, 25-20. Vernon Hills over Maine East. As we get ready for the second set of a best-of-3 match, we'll be right back. We're back here at Maine Memorial Fieldhouse at Maine East High School, where Maine East varsity volleyball, the girls find themselves down a set to the Vernon Hills Cougars. Cougars able to take the first set by a score of 25-20. We'll see if Maine East can come back in the second set in this best-of-3 overall match. Remember, Maine East comes into tonight with a 8-6 record, but finds themselves 8th place in the Central Suburban League. This is an important match to see if they can up their ante here. And Maine East will get things started as they get it over, and away we go again on the first set. And it's a quick point for Maine East. So some great service and poor defense early, and Maine East finds themselves up 2-0 in the early going. Excellent spike inside out there to get the point. They got some hitters on the Cougars. And you just saw why. Vernon Hills serves for the first time. 2-1 early lead here in the second set. Nice dig to avoid the ace. Maine East able to set up their defense. Good put over. Nice block. Unable to dig that out though. And the score evens up. Excellent spike by Maine East, and they get the side out and the point, up 3-2 here in the early going of the second set. Side out to the Cougars and the point, tying it up at 3-all. But that nets, and just like that, it goes back to the Blue Demons. Their side out, their point, up 4-3. Excellent defense there by Maine East. That time, though, unable to get it over at nets, and it's a side out. Tied up at 4 here in the early going. Side out to the Cougars. A little disorganized there on the defense, and it's a side out to the Blue Demons. Just like the first set here in the early going, it was really back and forth, a point or so, and then only in the late stages was Vernon Hills able to pull away. We'll see if Maine East can return the favor. And unfortunately, that serve goes out of bounds and side out to Vernon Hills. Nice dig there by the Blue Demons. But they're going to call that one to Vernon Hills. Great attempt, though, as Vernon Hills takes their first lead of the set. Side out for Blue Demons, tying the score up. Good defense there. The Maine East get the ball back under control. Nice kill, though, by Vernon Hills. And it's their side out and their point. Back to a 7-6 lead. The serve nets out, ties the score. Side out to Maine East. Defensive miscues there, and Maine East regains the lead, 8-7. Excellent serve there by Maine East, opening up a 2-point lead. That time the serve nets out, and it's a side out, and Vernon Hills gets a break and a point. Excellent dig there by Maine East. Tie match, 9-9. And that serve bounces harmlessly out of bounds, giving Maine East the side out and the 1-point lead. Just like the last set, back and forth match here. No team been able to pull away so far. We'll see what happens here in the next few volleys. And we're tied once again as Vernon Hills gets the side out. Excellent job getting that back. Point to Maine East. Hard volley there. Nice dig. They're able to get it over, coming back the other way. Again, excellent digs at these attempted kills. Side out though to Vernon Hills to tie it up. Ball went out of bounds. Another great kill shot there by Vernon Hills as they take a 1-point lead, 12-11. Again, it's almost a mirror image of the last set. Both teams even, separated by a point. And then Vernon Hills able to pull away late, but not this time as they net out the serve, side out to Maine East and the point, and we are tied at 12 apiece. That ball stayed inbounds, side out to Vernon Hills. Back and forth it goes. 1 point deciding everything here. And that serve goes out of bounds, so it goes back the other way and ties again, 13 apiece. Maine East takes an extra moment here to regroup. Now they got their server. You got to hand it to the blocking ability of the Cougars up front. That line has been tough. They've really set some shots, but done a really terrific job of blocking them all and keep those things alive, and then able to get the side out and the point. Excellent volleyball there in that sequence by Vernon Hills. So it's a 1-point Vernon Hills lead as they serve. And that's kind of what's been the separation this whole set. Again, who can get some breathing room? We haven't seen it yet. Side out again to tie it up 14 all. Again, the net presence of the Vernon Hills Cougars has just been evident. They seem to have a size advantage, able to get those balls, those net battles to go their way, more so than has Maine East. And it's been sort of the difference here in both sets. Now, Maine East battling very, very well. They only find themselves down by 2 here, 16-14, but this is the first time in a while we've had more than a 1-point swing here as Maine East decides to take a timeout. And we'll do the same. Be back here in just a minute here on WMTH-TV. Coming out of the timeout, Maine East finds themselves in a 2-point deficit for the first time seemingly all match. Vernon Hills serves, see if Maine East can regroup and bring it back to even. Point 2, Vernon Hills. Another point 2, Vernon Hills. Side out to Maine East, and it remains a 3-point Cougars lead. Vernon Hill tried to just lob that over and didn't quite get it to go. Hits the net and falls harmlessly on their side as their lead shrinks to 2, 18-16. Blue Demons on the move here. Out of bounds, point 2 Maine East. It's a 1-point Vernon Hills lead. See if they can bring this back to even and force a third set. Tie match. So a couple of out of bounds balls here is even the score back up at 18 apiece. The Maine East take the lead and turn the corner. just not ready for that over, and side out to Vernon Hills as they take the 1-point lead. Always disheartening. You work that hard to get it to even and can't quite get over the hump. Out of bounds, point to Vernon Hills. Side out to Maine East. Excellent defense there by the Cougars. Able to get the point and even it back at 20. What a set this has been. Again, just haven't been able to take that lead. They net the serve, side out to Vernon Hills, and just like that, Maine East finds himself in the deficit again. Side out, back to Maine East, tied again, 21 all. Almost netted that serve, but got it to go again. Excellent kill there by Vernon Hills as they get the side out. Some great digs there. Tied up, side out, Demons in possession. (22 all). Will this be the deciding set, or will Maine East be able to pull it off and force a third? Out of bounds as Maine East takes their lead, 23-22. And a timeout called by Vernon Hills. They want to talk it over. Maine East out of the timeout, up by 1, trying to even the set and force a third here at Maine East Fieldhouse on homecoming week. Getting ready to serve it in. Good serve. Maine East with the point, and it is now a match point situation, 24-22. Excellent serve there by the Blue Demons to get the defense on their heels and not able to recover as that goes out of bounds. Match point situation, 24-22. Serve is up. Maine East with the win to even the sets, one apiece, as we move into the third set here at the Maine East Fieldhouse. We'll be right back here as we get ready to go to the third set. It was the Cougars taking the first set by 25-20, and then Maine East comes back with a score of 25-22, forcing a third set of play here at Maine East Fieldhouse. We'll be back in just a few minutes to bring you the exciting third and final set. WMTH-TV back at Maine East Fieldhouse, where the Maine East varsity girls volleyball team finds themselves in quite the battle with the Vernon Hills Cougars. First set was won by Vernon Hills by a score of 25-20. Maine East then able to battle back in the second set and best it by a score of 25-22, which leads us to the third and final set in this important Central Suburban League matchup. Maine East came into tonight up 8-6, and now find themselves 1-2 in the conference. Want to try to even up that record as we head into the third and final set here. Maine East set to put it in. Set 3 underway. Early point to Maine East. Both sets kind of played themselves out somewhat identically, although the first set won in a more dominant fashion by Vernon Hills, but it's been a really closely fought back and forth match. Neither team able to separate by much. It was really only separated by ties and 1-point advantages almost all the way through each set, and then each team able to pull away right at the very end. Side out there to Vernon Hills. Great defense there as they'll get their first serve of the set. Maine digs out that serve, sends it the other way. Excellent defense there, but it's going to be a side out and back, and a 3-1 lead and possession to the Demons. Point goes to Vernon Hills, and it'll be their serve. Excellent volleyball back and forth here. Vernon Hills finally able to kill that and to even the score at 3 apiece. Or no. No, they're going to give that side out in point to the Blue Demons. So it's a 3-2 lead as they sort things out. And after some back and forth, a little unsure on what that was about, it is in fact a Vernon Hills point, and it will be their volleyball here to serve. So it's a 3-all game here in the early going of the third set. Vernon Hills takes the lead after being down early, able to battle back and now have led it 4-3. See if Maine can regroup defensively. Excellent serve and ace as Vernon Hills opens up a 2-point lead. Nice kill there for Maine East to get the side out and the point as they trail now by 5-4. That falls out of bounds, and it is now tied up at 5 apiece. Excellent defense. Maine East able to shut the door and take a 1-point lead. What a kill there at the net. Feel like Vernon Hills had a size advantage up front all night, but that time, Maine East able to shut the door. That time, nets out the serve, and it's tied up. Side out to Vernon Hills. Excellent serve and placement. Maine East waiting for an out of bounds call that didn't quite come. Put that right there in the corner perfectly as the Cougars reclaim the lead. Again, great spike there and kill for the Cougars. Maine East wants to talk it over, trailing by 2 here, about halfway through the third set, 8-6. Vernon Hills over the Blue Demons. Coming out of the timeout, we'll see if Maine East can regroup and battle back like they did in the second set. Trailing by 2 here. Cougars still on the serve. Here comes the ball. Excellent, excellent response for the side out and the point. Coming out of the timeout, 2 quick points, and we're tied up at 8. Maine East retains possession and the service. It's been that kind of a volleyball match, folks. Back and forth all night. Not much separating either one of these teams. That time, the return goes out of bounds, side out to Vernon Hills. Comes right back to Maine East, tied at 9. Maine East reclaims the lead, 10-9. Just like that, Maine East. Vernon Hills able to respond, get the side out, 10-all. Maine East takes a 1-point lead again. Point Blue Demons. Excellent putback and kill. 12-10. This time Vernon Hills with the side out. Condense the lead to a point. Remember, in volleyball, it has to be a 2-point winner or we keep playing. 12-11. Point Maine East opens it back up to 2 points by a score of 13-11. Point to Maine East. And I believe we're in a match point situation. 14-11. And Vernon Hills wants to take a timeout, as this could be the last volley of the set and the match here at the Maine East Fieldhouse. Set 3 of an important CSL match between Vernon Hills and Maine East High School. 14-11, Maine East lead here in the all-important third set. I'd like to remind anybody that's watching or making plans, at 7:30 at the Fieldhouse is the Firelight Rally will be taking place. It's really quite a spectacular fireworks show and light show put on by the Maine East High School Student Council. They do a great job setting up homecoming and getting everything organized. And be exciting to see how that all transpires in a few minutes here. But first, we've got a volleyball match to finish. Maine East is ready. Up 14-11. The chance to put Vernon Hills away. Here's the serve. (15-11). That time, side out to the Cougars. Out of bounds. And it quickly goes back to the Demon side. That play, that particular kill shot from that distance, from that particular athlete, has really been effective against Maine East tonight, as it goes right back to Vernon Hills. But it's out of bounds. Demons able to maintain a 4-point lead. Excellent spike and put back by the Blue Demons, who open up a 5-point lead here in the all-important third set. Side out there to Vernon Hills. But Maine East finally able to open up a bit of a lead here. Their largest lead of any set, I believe, in this match. Been that tight to be up by 5 at one point. Out of bounds that time, and the lead shrinks to 3, and we do it again. Maine East gets the point, regains the serve. This should be a match point situation. 19-15, here we go, up 4. So close, but side out to Vernon Hills, and play continues. Vernon Hills won't quit. The lead now shrinks to 2. Out of bounds. (2017). Again, that excellent kill shot there by Vernon Hills shrinks the lead to 2. Excellent set and put back. 21-18. I apologize. I thought in the third set they played the less points, but they take this all the way to 25 as well. 3-point Maine East lead, 21-18. Looking to close the door in this third set of play. Excellent dig by Maine East to get that back over. Out of bounds. Point to Maine East. And it's a 4-point lead for the Blue Demons. Vernon Hills wants to talk things over. Coming out of the timeout. Maine East able to battle back after losing the first set. On the verge of closing the door against Vernon Hills. 22-18 as the serve comes in. Maine East with the ace. And they can start to smell it here at Maine East Fieldhouse. Nice put back and touch by the Blue Demons, and we're in a match point situation, 24-18. The Blue Demons over Vernon Hills in the all-important third set. Sometimes the last point is the hardest to get. Can Maine East close the door? We're about to find out. Serve is in play. Excellent dig there by Vernon Hills. And a great kill shot from the same location. It's been a problem all night, and it happens again. Vernon Hills still able to hang on and get the side out. Nice job to keep that ball alive there by Maine East. Return it over. Nets out. Point Maine East, and that's going to do it. Maine East defeats the Vernon Hills Cougars by a final set score of 25-20. So how about that? Maine East evens their record in conference play to 2-2 and ups their overall record to 9-6. Again, all of this according to Max Preps High School. Max Preps on the internet. So that's going to do it here at the Maine East Fieldhouse. Exciting, exciting match of basketball. As we say goodbye for the moment, we'd like to thank our athletic directors, Mr. Kendall Griffin, the volleyball coach, team, and staff for all their hospitality. Thanks also to Vernon Hills High School and their tremendous athletes. Another big thanks to our production team. They do it all here. That's going to do it from the Maine East Fieldhouse. Your camera operators, Dalal Esodigui, Aiden Rickman. Produced by Mark Lazo, and I'm Phil Ash. This is WMTH-TV. Again, the victory for Maine East Blue Demons over the Vernon Hills Cougars. 3 sets gets the win. This is WMTH-TV. Good night.